And finishing off my visit, Dean Farm Sanctuary founder Mary told me about the rescue of a sweet little lamb called Boris. We meet him. He was spared from slaughter after a little girl called Ronnie fell in love with him during lockdown.
So the story of Boris, well, it was during the lockdown, and a lady contacted me asking if we could take a little lamb. And the situation was that her and her family are obviously in lockdown, and up the road was a farm, and one of her daughters used to go up to this farm every day because it was lambing season, and this little lamb had been born, and she took great fondness to this little lamb. I used to go and visit him every day, and he used to come running down, she told me, running down over the hill and see her daughter. And it happened at the same time that Boris Johnson went into hospital with COVID, so that's why she called him Boris, because in actual fact this little Boris also had a little bit of a cough. So obviously the months went on, and the girl knew what happens to little lambs when they reach 5 and 6 months old, and went to her mum and said, "Mum, you know, please, I don't want Boris to go off to be slaughtered. I really, really don't. Please, can we put a crowdfunder out? Can you buy Boris, and can we save Boris?" So Mum said, well, back against the wall, and sort of said yes, but where is Boris going to go? Because we've got no room to look after him. So she contacted the sanctuaries, and she contacted myself and see if we could take him. And I, of course, I said, yes, we can take Boris. However, I'm a little bit concerned that he's on his own, and if he came here, we hadn't rescued any other lambs this year, and he would sort of be on his own for the first few months. So we talked about her crowdfunding. She asked how much lambs are sold for, and I said I wasn't really sure. She said she had £35 in the crowdfunder. And so I said, well, maybe. I said, who's he living with? And she said, well, the sister. And I said, well, perhaps the crowdfunder could stretch to maybe getting the sister, so Boris isn't on his own when he comes to us. So she said, well, I said, have a little think, see if the farmer would give up the little sister as well as Boris. So she went back to the farmer, and then she came back to me. And she also went back to her crowdfunder, and she phoned me up. She said, Mary, she said, I think it's about £80 now in the crowdfunder. She said, I think I'll probably be able to have enough to get Boris and you know, save him. So I said, well, what about the little sister? And she said that no, the farmer wasn't prepared to give up the sister, however, would be prepared to give up another little boy to come with Boris.